It's your city, your team. We're still Premier League. Let's hear it, Liverpool.
Welcome to 100% LCFC after Leicester City draw at home against Spurs 1-1. Let's talk to Phil about the game. Phil, well, I suppose 3 games, 7 points, you'd take that really, would you?
Yeah, it shows how far we've come, John, when you're a bit disappointed that we only got 1-1 against Tottenham Hotspur at home. So, yeah, it was slightly disappointing to only get the draw, but probably, if you were honest, it was probably the fair result.
From what I heard, basically Tottenham did their job on Leicester and closed them down a bit more than perhaps the other two sides did.
Yeah, I think both teams sort of nullified each other for a lot of the game. Leicester had more chances and more possession, but Spurs came and did a good away job on us, I think, and tied us sort of right down to a few limited chances. Nothing too exciting in the first half, and then with about 20 minutes to go, they upset us and popped one in.
Yeah, Raul Mahrez again with the goal, and obviously, you know, having conceded just before that, you thought maybe game over.
Yeah, that was it. We thought, oh, come on, Leicester, let's make these substitutions. Let's bring in Laurent and Kante on, which is exactly what Ranieri did. And then all of a sudden we're 1-0 behind, and the wind was out of sails. But fair play to the fans. They straight away got chanting, got singing again, and within what felt like 60 seconds, Mahrez did another of his amazing little runs into the area and screamed it into the far corner.
Given the conditions and the heat, were you surprised it took the manager Ranieri that long to make the substitutions?
Well, he's only had a few days with people like Inler, so, you know, I think he was trying to give the players as long as he could and maybe burst for 10-15 minutes at the end. So it worked out in the end. Again, I think most fans would take a 1-1 draw after watching that.
Yeah, and obviously now it's about Bury and Bournemouth next week. 2 games, obviously. Somebody just said bury them on.
Bury,
yeah. But obviously League Cup, he's got a chance to play around with the team a bit as well.
We know Leicester's got a great history in the League Cup, so I think this season. Don't use that word.
Yeah,
you
can't
say
use
that.
But
yeah,
I'm glad he's off mic.
This
Actually,
just said Harry
Kane's
Kane wasn't
not
very
very
good. He looked well off the pace. I think you're right.
Considering last year, 20 goals a season, who was he today?
Yeah, where was he? Where was he?
Oh, we know
Spurs fan. Get the Spurs fan on.
Your view on the game today?
It was absolutely fantastic. So Mahrez once again was absolutely great performance by the whole squad, and I want to give a shout out to the whole supporters as well. Great, well, CFC.
Well, 7 points after 3 games. You'd be happy with that, wouldn't you?
Yes, unbeaten. Yep. I'm very happy with that.
Okay, mate.
Right,
thanks very much indeed.
All I can say is 7 points. It can't be bad. Unbeaten. I think Champions League. Let's all start booking our tickets now. Okay. Champions League. Champions League.
Sinclair.
Yes, hello, Alan.
And you recognise.
Alan, and your name is.
What did you think, John?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
All right,
I just stand out here the whole game.
Right. What did you reckon today?
Well, I mean, let me ask you that question, because obviously 7 points after 3 games, you'd be happy with that. But the game today, your view, Tottenham did a decent job.
It was a pretty boring game for me. Spurs had an awful lot of possession. We couldn't get the ball off them. Credit to them for that. But I think we never really got into a rhythm. We never really got going. Second half, you're thinking, settle for a point. We're not going to get anything for this. Spurs go and then take the lead, and you're starting to think the worst. But the lads never gave in. And Raheem Mahrez, would you believe Raheem Mahrez? Listen, green shoots. Shut up a minute, right? So that's them sorted out. No, I've got wee Mahrez. I stuck him in my dream team this morning just for and made him captain. So he never did an awful lot more, John. He scored the goal, vital, great, and nearly nicked it. Lores, a big jammy bugger, saved with his feet and his knees and everything.
Yeah.
So all in all, I would say, what do you reckon, folks? A draw? We okay?
Yeah, everybody seems fairly happy with that.
We're pretty much okay with a draw, John.
Yeah, and obviously good support again, made a lot of noise. I mean, it's getting louder and louder at the beginning of the games, isn't it?
The FS Union, that flag was absolutely magnificent. It was nearly as good as the last home match when you held up all the banners and everything. It was awesome, and we need to get every home game. Can it go away from home as well? We might do that because it's brilliant, John. Have you seen anything like that?
No, it's just amazing, really.
Absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic. So, wee bit sluggish, looked a wee bit tired, but you got a draw. You got a point. You're top of the league. You've got Bournemouth away next week, who funnily enough, they beat West Ham 4-3.
I know, it's a hell of a game, that
Man
one.
sent off, penalties, a lot, so...
And obviously before that, a League Cup game when perhaps for an area I'll have a chance to kind of...
We're going to
play
have
with
so
the team.
many international players
Yeah.
in the team on Tuesday. It's going to be frightening. So, yeah, you got to get that. Go look there, get that one. Don't get any injuries, don't get any suspensions. Prepare for Bournemouth. I think we'll do well there. I really do. We'll probably...
Is that right?
Good,
okay.
But
well.
and then Aston Villa down here. So what? Another 4 points out of the next 2 games, 46 points, top of the league, and then you get a couple of weeks rest. Thank you very much.
And the great run for Leicester carries on from last season, doesn't it? Really, it's just
snowballing.
snowballing.
We picked up the baton where we were at when the season finished, and we picked the baton up and we started running with it. It's just today we were a wee bit sticky. I mean, the conditions didn't help either team, but
we didn't see a lot of Inler today. But what did you reckon when you saw him on the pitch?
I thought it was great when he kicked the referee. I knew he was hard. I knew he was tough, but I didn't think he went around kicking referees. That's the best tackle of the game. No, he's obviously a very experienced player. Kept his composure at the edge of the box, played the ball out nicely. A wee bit like somebody else that used to play there, Mr. Cambiaso, but. I think he's got an awful lot. He's going to give this team an awful lot.
Okay, thanks very much, Alan Young. Then after the draw against
John
Spurs,
Sinclair, everybody.
but we'll be back next week previewing the Bury game and the Bournemouth game. Cheerio.
Bye.
It's your city, your team. We're still Premier